Good evening. Here is the world news from BGI TV, Baba Bangede Imo TV. Today, 16th day in the month of April 2022. I am Morire Rabila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the world news. Suspend census. Secure Nigeria first. Ex-Millard. SAN. CSOs tell Buhari. Killings. Defend yourselves. Buhari has lost capacity to secure lives. Minibel firm tells Nigerians. Presidency. How or Shibado rejected Obasanjo's offer, stayed with Tinubu revealed. 2023, Olu of Warri didn't endorse Tinubu Palace. Traditional ruler, others arraigned over alleged murder in Ondo. Plateau massacre. It was horrible seeing my 4 children lowered into mass grave, says survivor. Extortion. Police to hold DPOs, commanders responsible, FPRO. And to foreign story, $1 billion military helicopters, US trainers to spend 2 years in Nigeria, security expert hails move. Finally, sports. Nigeria's football needs change, Amokachi. Then news in detail. An ex-governor of Kaduna State, Colonel Abubakar Umar, retired as senior advocate of Nigeria, Ahmed Raji San, and some civil society organizations have called for the suspension of the plan by the federal government to conduct a population census next year. They asked the government to focus attention on the insecurity in the country and the forthcoming elections, stating that the plan for the census was listless and a misplaced priority. The Director General, National Population Commission, Nasser Issa Kwara, disclosed the plan to State House correspondent at the end of the meeting of the National Council of State, presided over by the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired on Thursday. While noting that the NPC would hold a pilot census in June this year, after the political party primaries, Issa Kwara noted that the Commission would deploy high-grade technology during the exercise. Reacting, Umar, who is also the founder and chairman of the Movement for Unity and Progress, stressed that a country that was facing existential challenges cannot have as one of its priorities the conduct of the national census. Worried by the renewed spate of killings across the north, especially the region, the Middle Belt Forum, MBF, has called on its people to use whatever is available to defend themselves against these bloodthirsty invaders. The forum noted that this call became imperative because they have lost faith in the capacity of President Muhammadu Buhari to secure the life and property of Nigerians. Dr. Pogo Bitrus, the national president of the MBF, lamented in a statement issued Friday in Abuja that the refusal of the government to deal with perpetrators of these recurring killings reveals its complicity in the gale of bloodshed shredding the Middle Belt region. According to him, we call on our peoples to be alert and use whatever is available to stand firm and resist these bloodthirsty invaders. We call on our communities to be security conscious as they celebrate Easter. We must never allow ourselves to be caught unawares by those inflicting all forms of barbarities and threatening our existential survival, the statement reads. A veteran journalist, Mustafa Ogunshaki, has recounted how Vice President Yemi Osinbajo rejected former President Olusegun Obasanjo's offer to become Attorney General of the Federation in 2005. Ogunshaki said Osinbajo rejected Obasanjo's offer and stayed loyal to Bola Tinubu, who was then Governor of Lagos State. Osinbajo served 8 years as Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice in Lagos State when Tinubu was the governor between 1999 and 2007. However, Ogunshaki had said Obasanjo made the offer following of Osinbajo's talent qualities as then commissioner. The veteran journalist disclosed these while addressing newsmen in Abuja yesterday. He was reacting to reactions trailing Osinbajo's presidential declaration. Following his declaration, Osinbajo was accused of betraying Tinubu, who is also running for the presidency. So another resounding information, the Olu of Warri, His Majesty Ogiame Atuate III, has refuted claims of the endorsement of an All-Progressive Congress presidential aspirant, Bola Tinubu, ahead of the 2023 elections. The rebuttal comes after media report not claimed that the Warri monarch endorsed Tinubu when a delegation of the Southwest Agenda for Asiwaju and Delta State for Bola Ahmed Tinubu visited him at his palace on Thursday. According to the statement signed by the Air Back Office Operations, Office of the Ogiame at Tuate III, Audrey's Uzu Onuwaje, the report were taken out of context to suit a narrative. Onuwaje noted that the Olu of Warri had no political affiliation to any party or candidate vying for any post in the forthcoming elections, accusing the writer of contravening the parlor's non-partisan statutes. Still in traditional scene, concerning a criminal effort, Chief Adinlewa Adeni, the traditional ruler of the Igoba community, the Ogbalogo of Igoba in Ondo State, Akure North local government area, has been charged with the alleged murder of the former Elemo of Igoba, the late Aladibayi Johnson. According to the charge sheet, Chief Adeniyi, Chief Adebola Omoye, and Adebayi Ayola were charged with conspiracy, murder, and other offenses for allegedly killing Johnson on August 4, 2021, at Aliu and Imolumo Igoba in Akure division after allegedly severely beating and fist-blowing the jaws of Aladibayi Johnson and Peter Akomolafe. On conspiracy, the respondents were accused of committing a crime that was punishable under Section 516 of the Criminal Code of Ondo State, Cap 37, Volume 1, Laws of Ondo State. On the second count charge, they were alleged to have committed murder contrary to Section 316 and punishable under Section 319 of the Criminal Code, Cap 37, Volume Laws of Ondo State 2004. When docked before Justice Williams Rotimi Olamide of the Ondo State High Court sitting in Akure, the lawyer to the traditional head of Igoba, Barrister Oladan Olawale, told the court that he had filed a bail application on March 22, 2022, but it was refused by the prosecution Anthony T.L. Oluwadari when she was served on the ground that the document was not dated. The prosecuting Anthony, who was present in court, requested that the court give her time to consider the bail application. The trial judge, Justice Williams Rotimi Olamide, subsequently adjourned the hearing of the bail application as substantive case to May 19, 2022. Anya Ali has almost cried out his eyes with 4 of his children hacked down by gunmen who invaded Kukua village, Kanem local government area of Plateau State. On Sunday morning, he remains inconsolable. 6 other relations of his were also killed in the massacre, which left about 106 residents of the 10 communities in Kanem and Wase local government areas dead. About 70 others were injured, while 100 houses were razed. Perhaps more devastating to Ali is the gory side of the stream of blood resulting from the attack and the mass burial of the victims. I am yet to recover from the gory side of this attack. It is painful to see my loved ones being lowered into a mass grave, he said, shaking his head and biting his lips. Some were butchered like goats, their blood was everywhere, he cried. Ismail Issa, another resident of Kukwa, escaped death by a whisker but lost to the attack where his cousin and housed his belongings to his relatives. His house is now like a refugee camp, offering accommodation to about 20 villagers who were rendered homeless by the invaders. To another national story before the foreign story. The acting force public relations officer, Muyiwa Adejobi, has said that the Nigerian police force will begin eliminating cases of police extortion by holding divisional police officers and commanders responsible for the action of officers in their units. The move, he said, was part of measures being put in place by the force to protect Nigerians and eradicate cases of extortion and harassment of citizens by the police. Announcing the new measure on his Twitter page on Friday, Adejobi noted that Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba, led MPF would work assiduously in repositioning the police force and gain the trust of Nigerians. He assured that through the new intervention, the police would be able to break the noticeable leadership gap in the force and restore sanity to the force operations. From that story, we'll go straight to the foreign story. The United States government has said the implementation of its proposed sale of 12 AH-1Z Cobra attack helicopters to Nigeria will require the deployment of 3 of its representatives or those of the contractors to reside in the country for 2 years for the purpose of training and logistics. The U.S. Defense Security Corporation Agency on Thursday said in a statement on its website titled Nigeria AH-1Z attack helicopter related FMS acquisitions that the notice of the potential sale was required by law and that the Congress had been notified of the possible transaction. It said that the State Department had made a determination approving a possible foreign military sale to the government of Nigeria of CH1LDR attack helicopter-related FMS acquisitions and related equipment for an estimated cost of $997 million. Finally, sports story. Nigerian legend Daniel Amokachi says the glory days of the Super Eagles will not return unless major defects in the country's football system is overhauled. Punch Sport Extra report. Amokachi will score 13 goals in 44 appearances for Nigeria and has had 4 stints as Eagles assistant coach with the late Stephen Keshi from 2011 to 2015, as well as former Eagles coaches Egbafon 2005 to 2007, late Shaibu Amadu 2008 to 2010, and last Lagaba 2010. Refused to be drawn on which coach succeeds Jan draw permanently. Focusing too much on the coaching is like building a house from the roof downwards instead of starting with the right foundation and build upward, Amokachi continued. They will have a solid developmental program for our young footballers, a proper long-term plan for our national teams, or develop a football identity for the game in our country. I'm a product of the Nigerian League, but have we sorted all the issues around our domestic games, from players' welfare to the lack of television rights and the chaos around the organization of local football? There are bigger issues that have long bedeviled the Nigerian game, and until we fix them, we will just be moving in a circle. That was the world news from BGI TV, but before we go, a quick recap of the headlines once again. Suspend Census, secure Nigeria first, ex-Miller, San, CSOs tell Buhari. Killings, defend yourselves, Buhari has lost capacity to secure lives, Middle Bell firm tells Nigerians. Presidency, how Oshibajo rejected Obasanjo's offer, stayed with Tinubu revealed. 2023 also, Olu of Warri didn't endorse Tinubu Palace. Traditional ruler, others arraigned over alleged murder in Ondo. Plateau massacre, it was horrible seeing my 4 children lowered into mass grave, saying survival. Extortion, police to hold DPOs, commanders responsible, FPRO. And to foreign story, $1 billion military helicopters, US trainers to spend 2 years in Nigeria, security experts hail move. Finally, sport. Nigeria football needs change. I'm Mokachi. Thank you for watching. More of our updates on YouTube. The handle is Baba Bagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell to access all of our updates. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page for you to enjoy our broadcast as well. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22 for advert placement of goods and services, coverage of events and functions, both outdoors. The phone number streaming on your screen is the direct line to call. Thank you for watching. I am Morugu Rebila Lawa. Good evening.
Oh, na na na. If you want to know what's going on in city, or you want to listen to the latest news and gist, no stress, oh, just tune to BGI TV. BGI TV, you're one in a million.